Smart people don't lose because they're incapable. They lose because their ego won't let them do what actually works. That's uncomfortable, I know. But stay with me. If you're watching this, you're probably not average. You think fast. You see patterns. You can dissect problems in minutes that take others days. And somewhere along the way, you built an identity around that. You became the smart one, the one with answers, the one who doesn't need help. But here's the part nobody warns you about. When your identity is built on being intelligent, failure stops being feedback and starts feeling like a threat. So instead of adjusting, you justify. Instead of learning, you defend. Instead of taking simple, disciplined action, you overthink the perfect strategy. And slowly, almost invisibly, your intelligence turns into hesitation. You call it high standards. You call it strategic patience. You call it waiting for the right moment. But deep down, it's ego protecting itself. The world doesn't reward the smartest thinker in the room. It rewards the one with emotional resilience, the one humble enough to look foolish, the one disciplined enough to repeat boring actions long after the excitement fades, the one who develops action bias instead of analysis paralysis. The traps are subtle. First, there's performative intelligence, long explanations, perfect theories, the thrill of being right. It feels powerful, but it produces nothing. Second, endless preparation reading, researching, planning disguised as strategy, but really a postponement of exposure. And third, resistance to humility, asking for help feels like weakness, following simple systems feels beneath you, admitting mistakes feels like betrayal. It didn't start in adulthood. It began the first time someone praised you for being gifted. You learned that struggling meant you weren't smart. So your brain began protecting your identity, avoiding friction, avoiding public mistakes, avoiding long-term discipline. And that pattern compounds silently. The cost is real. Opportunities, income, relationships all quietly lost to ego. Year after year, the gap between potential and reality grows. Emotional resilience becomes non-negotiable. Humility, strategic patience, and action bias aren't optional. They're survival tools in a world that doesn't reward intelligence alone. Here's how to break free. Separate who you are from what you do. Detach your ego from outcomes. Failure becomes data, and data is progress. Install action by structured movement, no matter how uncomfortable or imperfect. And practice visible humility, ask questions, follow simple systems, repeat boring actions. Discipline outperforms brilliance every time. Your IQ is not the problem. Your behaviors are. And behaviors can change immediately. Imagine 5 years from now, not smarter, not more talented, just more consistent, grounded, disciplined. That version of you wins, not because of intelligence, but because they stopped protecting it. If this shifted something in you, the next step is crucial. Watch Money Advice for a World After AI to understand how intelligence, work, and value are evolving and how you can make sure your ego doesn't cost you even more in a world shaped by automation and artificial intelligence. Because once you see these patterns clearly, you'll never mistake intelligence for progress again.